And so I wanted to talk about the new Trump era that's beginning, because this is the kind of thing that I knew we were going to see. And these consultants, this guy, Rick Wilson, for example, this guy is a fucking massive grifter. This guy is a neocon fundraiser consultant type guy who basically is grifting off liberals. And he would have said this no matter what, but we kind of expected if Kamala lost, if for these people to blame the left, right? And so here's this absolute piece of human waste, Rick Wilson, who became a Democrat when the money dried up for hucksters like him on the right, and the MAGA thing started. People kind of like rejected these neocons from the party. You had him come over. So here he is saying, congrats, Jill Stein voters in Dearborn. You showed us. And this is this ACYN fucking liberal blowjob account. Trump on Gaza. It has to be rebuilt in a different way. Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location on the sea. The best weather. Some beautiful things could be done with it. Yeah, that was kind of always the plan, whether Trump was in there or not. At least he fucking stopped the goddamn or put his foot down with Israel, like showed some spine. That's all anyone had to do to get like a pat on the back here. And that's what he did. So my response to this, I think, was another one of my banger tweets of the last couple days. But I said, yes, we did. Your senile neocon vessel and empty-headed DEI hire lost the election. And now you're on Twitter pretending to care about Gaza.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. You can beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
And if you listen to me in the build up to the election, one of the things that I said, one of the justifications I gave for being kind of like pro-Trump, or being like not voting for the Democrats, basically, like voting for Jill Stein, knowing that Trump was going to win if you don't, or just for me, just flat out voting for Trump. Like I even said at one point, I didn't vote this cycle, but I would have voted for Trump. So that said, this is kind of my response to that, because these people are fucking pathetic, and they're going to, there's this Lawrence O'Donnell clip.
If you want to pull the party, the major party that is closest to the way you're thinking, to what you're thinking, you must show them that you're capable of not voting for them. If you don't show them you're capable of not voting for them, they don't have to listen to you. I promise you that. I worked within the Democratic Party. I didn't listen or have to listen to anything on the left while I was working in the Democratic Party, because the left had nowhere to go.
You must show them you're capable of not voting for them. They don't have to listen to you. And he says, I've been in the Democratic Party. They don't have to listen to anything on the left because the left has nowhere to go. Well, after years of shitting on the left, the Democratic Party should not be surprised that they didn't vote for them. I haven't voted for the Democrats since, God, I voted for Hillary, actually. I regret it. Don't hate me. I know a lot of you probably did, and you do regret it as well. But I did. I bought it. I bought the propaganda in 2015. I thought Trump was like a white supremacist. I really believed it, I think the moment, I think it was people like Matt Taibbi and Aaron Matei and Glenn Greenwald who really brought me around to reality. Once I started realizing, wait a minute, the president he's a secret Russian and we just can't find the evidence to get him out of there. Like, that seems kind of odd. That was the point where I was like, okay, wait a minute. Like, critical thinking kicked in, and I was like, okay, if there was any hard evidence whatsoever that this guy was like a foreign asset and he got into the presidency, like he would have been gone like a long time ago, And so anyway, point being, they're all full of shit, and Trump winning did exactly what I had hoped it would do and bring the dumb fuck liberal class around to being anti-war again. Now suddenly, like Rick Wilson care about Gaza. Oh, see, look, Trump's not going to do anything on Gaza. Yeah, you didn't give a shit about Gaza before the election. Now you do because you think you can use it to dunk on people who didn't vote for your shit candidate. Go fuck yourself, Rick Wilson. Jesus Christ, man. I hate people like that. So then you have, the real left here. Jeremy Lafredo tweeted out this Photoshop of Joe Biden. One last selfie for the road, guys. One last selfie. And so someone kind of cut them out and photoshopped Gaza behind them as a reminder of their legacy. Same thing with Antony Blinken here. Him and his family, like, oh, we have such a cute family. Even though we enabled the slaughter of many other people's families, aren't we great? And I don't advocate for, personal attacks, physically against Tony Blinken or his family. That's not cool. No one should ever do that. But these guys deserve to just be made fun of and booed in the public square incessantly and repeatedly, That's what they deserve. This guy should never go out in public again without being completely just, mocked and ridiculed for what his legacy is, frankly.